at the airport on Monday morning, and I just felt like absolute arse. I felt like I was hungover from like 10 beers. The worst one is when you start getting into
Michelle Obama.
You finished school?
Nah, not really.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Drivers Only podcast. Plenty to talk about this week. Today I'm joined by the lovely Matt Payne and the ever so young Cooper Murray. First time ever, isn't it?
Not so young, yeah.
Not so young. How old are you?
24 in August.
That's young
24?
Yeah.
That's young enough. How old are you?
I'm 22. I actually had to think about that.
I assume you have to think about a lot of things before you speak.
Yeah. I do, yeah. Thanks, Dave.
So you've never done this before?
No, first
So we're just
time.
going to pound questions at you and just hope for the
Get
best.
to know Cooper Murray.
Bring him on.
Get to know Cooper Murray. Are you single?
Facts.
No.
Are you married?
No.
Obviously not. Have you got kids? No.
No.
What do you like? What's your favourite thing to do?
Outside of racing, probably I like golf.
Golf.
Yeah, cycling,
Are you retired already?
No.
I don't have the patience for golf.
Dave loves golf.
Nah, I'm not very good. I'm like Happy Gilmore. What else are you into? Cycling, golf?
Yeah, cycling, just general exercise. Other than that, pretty chill guy.
Yeah,
Normal bloke.
Normal bloke.
As the rest of us are.
So, boys, tell us about Darwin. You had a good run, Matty. Tell us about that.
Yeah, we had a pretty good run. Obviously, Kai definitely stepped it up on the weekend, which was cool. So he got his first podium, and he actually got two of them, which was pretty cool. So yeah, good for him, and good points for the team. So it's pretty pleasing after our pretty bad run at Darwin. It has not been flash, so it's pretty pretty nice.
Team.
yeah. We went through that.
Yeah, I know.
It was good though. Good points for us. So hopefully the next few tracks are going to be just as kind. I'm hoping.
And you had a double podium.
We had a double podium,
Exactly. The last time would have been me and you.
We had it. Yeah,
Adelaide.
I actually thought it was the first one, but it was you and I in Adelaide on the Sunday.
When you won the race and I was third.
Yeah. That was cool, man.
That was fun, hey? I brought my little boy up on the podium and Lounsey took him away. It was awesome. So funny.
Yeah. It was good points for the team, so we're all pretty happy.
Yeah.
Cool.
What do you put the performance down to going better?
I think it's for us.
Can you let me know?
It's it's definitely probably preparation has been a lot better. Just focusing on probably the areas which we need to improve on just from the last rounds and just we've always actually
no RC strategy calls.
Nah. We're pretty good at that. Pretty good at the strategy. But,
I know. You won 2 races, Clifford. It's the best way to win a race.
Yeah, I know. No, but look, we don't seem to roll out that flash, but our ability to sort of churn the car over the weekend's been getting a lot better. So it's all positive. But how'd you guys go? You had a good weekend, Cooper.
Well, I crashed into
It would have been
him.
better if Reynolds didn't turf me off the track.
Oh, what happened there? We got to get into this. Get into it.
Let's just say
Which corner?
last corner, I
corner.
tipped him out.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I tried to
didn't
pass
see
him
that.
and I kind of stuffed
Did you
up.
get
I
up
missed-
the inside?
I tried,
He
but
tried.
As I was passing him, I just clipped his rear bar and just sent him into the boonies. Like he disappeared out of the side. I was like, I'm going to get something for that. And no one told me anything until
After the race.
Yeah, until after the race.
Well,
They said, we
you
got
DNF'd
15
anyway,
seconds.
so-
Yeah, exactly. So it
Did
didn't
you
really
guys
matter.
see Woody's fast on Courtney into there?
Yeah, that was
No.
pretty rude. It was really rude.
I was behind it.
Well, yeah, I think would have been the next car or something. and then
You would have been behind
it was
me,
rude
I reckon.
as.
It
Rude
was
as.
pretty funny.
Did he get done for that?
I'm not sure, to be honest. I don't know.
I don't think he got a penalty over
No,
the
I don't
weekend,
think he did.
So
No.
He just went in and then arrowed it straight
Yeah,
to the
and then-
apex
and
by
then,
a mile
they
and then
both
turned
hit
around
like
the
that.
outside. I was like, man, come on. That's not passing someone.
Oh,
But if he got away with that, that's quite funny.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it did.
Yeah,
I don't think
he
it
got a penalty.
So, but you had a good Sunday.
Yeah, the Sunday was good.
Sunday
It
was
didn't
good.
You were
start off
fast in the
too
race,
well.
man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the race
He didn't
pace was
qualify
really
good, but
but
then, because we were sort of battling all weekend,
Yeah.
and then he was like 2.5 seconds behind me, and then all of a sudden he's on me. I'm just like,
Right.
far out. Like, I got no answer for him. So he had way more pace than all of
that's
us in front of
good.
him.
No,
in front of
Actually,
him.
Jack was fast as well on Sunday.
Yeah, well, they started off well. He qualified second.
Yeah, that's
so,
right. Yeah.
We bowled in his dock for the race and it was a rocket ship. So
Is it because he got Bali belly before that? and cleaned yourself
None
out.
of us got Bali belly at all.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't believe that.
No,
Every time I go to
man.
Bali, I get sick as a dog.
No. Well, man,
So sick.
I think
I didn't
one
see
of the
anyone
crew
getting
did, but
sick.
that was it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Where'd you stay? Did you have fun? Tell us about your
No, that-
Bali
Yeah, I
trip.
want to
really
hear about
good.
this excursion.
Yeah, me and Jack went there for a training camp. I think we done like 12 hours of exercise in a week, so we were
Holy,
pounding it out, and we both
2 hours a day, pretty much.
over, yeah.
Holy,
Yeah.
moly.
Oh,
nearly.
nice.
Yeah. And we got really good at squash as well. So
Yeah, squash is
yeah,
fun. I love
that's
squash.
meant first time I played it going over there and come
Yeah,
back
it's
hooked.
cool. Yeah, I played a lot of squash with Anton and Woody up on the Gold Coast, but we haven't played for a while, so I'd be pretty trash now, I reckon.
Got a question for you, Davey.
Yeah,
Did,
go.
Baz ever pay for a holiday for you over to Bali or anything?
No, did you pay for yours?
Flights and that, yeah.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
What a good bloke.
It was cheap than going back to Melbourne and back up to Darwin.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
It's only a 2-hour flight. I've done the
I
Darwin to
Googled it,
Bali
yeah.
trip before. It's really good. I'll
It's
spend
actually
heaps
a
of time
good
over there.
idea.
Well, it's only 2 hours. If
Yeah.
you go from Melbourne, it's like 6.
It's basically
Yeah.
almost like a domestic flight.
Yeah, it was
Did you guys go out on the Sunday or?
Did I go out? I went to the markets, Mindle Beach,
Yeah, they're
Beach markets.
cool,
Yeah, I had the
eh?
best time.
They're cool.
All my kids got filthy in the sand. It's like it's not sand
Nah,
like we see
it's
sand.
kinda
It's like
like-
dirt sand.
It's got a mixture of that red.
that
kinda-
red fine like
That red
dirt
dirt gets
through it.
everywhere.
everywhere. Yeah, it's terrible.
Annoying.
It's absolutely atrocious.
Did you go out, Cooper?
No.
Did you send it big? No,
What did you
Had
go
a
out?
chill
No,
night.
I didn't go out.
Why not?
I had a couple of beers on Sunday night, and then obviously you were on the red eye. Were you on the red
Yeah.
eye?
Yeah, red eye.
I was on the
Yeah.
red eye, and I slept on the plane, and I woke up at the airport on Monday morning, and I just felt like absolute ass. I felt like I was hungover from like 10 beers, man. It was so bad.
You didn't have any. You had like
I
2
had
or
like
3.
2.
I
Yeah.
reckon I got probably like 10 minutes of sleep on that red eye
Oh.
flight. They're the worst.
They're the
It's
worst.
so
They should be
bad.
illegal.
It takes you like a day and a half to recover.
Yeah, I come home Wednesday morning, landed like 5 a.m.
And
Obviously,
then you
I
were
slept.
ready to go.
Oh no, I slept like this is on the flight back.
Did you do a red eye on Wednesday?
On the way back.
Oh, yeah.
Not on the way up there. I was there on Saturday,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I've
yeah.
got family up there. My missus from there, so we spent a lot of
Yeah.
time. So, but on the way back, like I had the worst experience. I slept
No
probably an hour and a
way.
half. Our little girl spewed on the flight like
Oh,
at 2:30 in the morning, like everywhere.
no.
It was just horrible. So.
Oh.
My missus maybe slept half an hour. I slept an hour and a half, and we got home, and I was smoked until Friday. That's when I started to feel good again. So
Jeez.
yeah, they should ban that. Like
Yeah.
we should
Yeah.
petition like some sort of
Yeah.
government regulation where they ban.
It's
red
so
eyes,
funny
'cause
though.
it's
You,
just
you're in
everyone.
the airport and everyone just looks like
Death.
ass.
Yeah, everyone looks like death.
They're just
Yeah.
like standing there, like, get me on this plane.
Yeah, I know. That's not a favourite memory. So what do you think
Nah.
about Brock's clean sweep?
Oh man, he was fast. Like he was fast in qualifying. Especially that shootout lap was
Yeah, just hose everyone.
Just
Just 3/10 up.
hosed.
It's rare that you ever get like, purple first, purple middle,
And it's
purple
not
end sector.
like-
He just like demolished everyone.
It's not like Darwin is like a minute 50 long track or like 2
No.
minutes. It's
Yeah,
like just
one
over
of
a
the
minute.
shortest on the calendar.
And it's like, if you think about it, it's turn 1, 5,
Five.
hairpin,
There's only a handful
and then there's kind of
corners.
2
Yeah.
more corners, and it's
Yeah.
like, wow, it's not really a big track, you know? So,
But every corner's quite different to each
They
other.
are.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
There's no
they
two
are.
corners that you say, oh, they're the same as
Yeah.
this one.
Yeah,
It's
they
everyone's
are.
very, very different. So
yeah, it is a tricky joint, actually.
it is quite,
It's quite tricky. I do like it, though. I really
But
like it.
he was on fire, wasn't he?
He
just
was.
Put on a
smashed everyone.
clinic all
Yeah.
weekend.
Good
It's
start.
disgusting, really, when you think
Good-
about
good
it.
start.
When we have
Like-
to try and beat him.
We haven't seen a domination like that since probably Giz or
Waters,
He's just hogging
Waters
it.
at start of the
Waters
year was
started the year,
similar.
He's
Yeah.
just hogging it.
He's hogging it.
He's hogging
Hogging it.
first.
You reckon he's going to win the championship?
I don't know.
I reckon the finals will throw a little mix into it.
Yeah, but he
Yeah.
does. He goes very good at Adelaide. Like last,
Yeah.
he's sort of been on the podium a lot. He won
Yeah.
won the
Yeah.
race in 2022 or 3, was it?
Yeah.
But you're
So-
also real quick there as well.
Yeah, that's
Gold
yeah.
Coast as well.
I got to get there first. I got to be in the 4. That's
What are you,
hard,
fourth?
man. 3rd.
Third. Oh, so you're cleaning, mate. Forget
Yeah,
4.
but it all
Third.
resets, man. It all resets.
No, it doesn't.
No,
though.
isn't
That's
there like
that's
a point
there's
advantage though?
yeah, there
I
is
thought
a point
there's a
advantage.
point where you all reset to sort of similar points, but you're adjusted.
No, you are adjusted, so
Yeah.
you still keep your
I'll
third
still
position.
keep whatever it is.
Yeah,
I'm in.
so
yeah.
it's more likely you'll be still in the hunt towards the end because of the way they've adjusted. But if they reset it back to 0, that's like the
That's
high pressure
like-
situation. That's like
hard.
NASCAR. That's
Yeah.
where they go,
Yeah.
Mega. That's what we should do, I reckon.
Thanks for making me feel good, Dave.
What?
Makes me
Well,
feel
I'm
better.
just being honest. It's like, I'm not. Yeah.
Dave, do you reckon you can still make finals?
Me, I don't even know what I'm coming. I'm like 17th, but it's probably like.
Honestly,
so
I think. Where are you coming?
If you have
23rd or 22nd,
okay.
I'm nowhere.
But you can like if. So at the end of 23, I was like 19th in the championship.
No, you were. I remember
was nowhere.
that.
I was like 20th.
We were the
like,
same.
Disgustingly last.
We were the
almost.
same.
And then I had like 3 good rounds in a row, and I ended up 9th in the championship.
That's right.
So like you can actually, if you have a few good rounds where you score heaps of points, it's you're easily in the team.
I think the enduros are going to mix it up a lot because there's heaps of points on offer there.
Yeah.
If someone DNFs or something, there's going to be a
300
big,
points gone.
Yo,
big
there's
throw in the
2
mix.
races, 600 points.
Yeah.
That's massive.
Yeah.
Who should we take out?
Who should you guys try and?
They're pretty lenient on penalties, so
Yeah.
except if you hit Cooper. No,
How many
I
seconds
deserve that one.
did you get?
No, you
5?
deserve that.
No, I got 15.
15.
Yeah.
So how long were you off the track for? Like way off.
Way off.
Yeah.
I was in Narnia.
I sent him back to Darwin. Didn't mean it.
Oh man, that's funny. Yeah. All right. What's next?
So what's like? Give us your mid-year review.
Mid-year
like
review.
a report card of how
All
you've
right.
gone.
All right. So
You can do yourself and your whole team if you want. if
yeah,
you're that
all
confident.
right. Look, I think for me and everyone, it's been a really good year. I think last year we were a bit disappointed with how we were going. We definitely wanted to improve on the first year of Gen 3. It was hard, there was a lot
left.
going on.
And
And I
I
was
left,
I was really getting on really well with
He's
Dave.
just wiped me.
getting on really well with Dave, and then you just left me. Nah, we were having a great time.
Yeah, but Kai's coming to the team this year.
Kai's
rookie.
come in, and it's been really cool. He's a top bloke, nice guy, and he's fast as well. Like it helps when they're fast, and I think we've been doing a lot better job with the car. I think for us, the soft tire has made a big difference.
So Cooper, how do you think you've gone this year?
Yeah,
Oh, it's been difficult, to say the least.
Difficult.
Is it a bit of a
Yeah.
step up, like the competition
It's
level and
Crazy.
yeah?
Like, doing the wild cards last year probably didn't prepare me enough for it. Like,
yeah, but you were fast. in
That's the
those
thing.
things.
Like,
you
I
were
was
fast. I remember
fifth
you
at-
at Sandown,
fifth
and you're
at
just
Sandown.
chasing
I
me
know.
all the way to the end, and I'm like, holy moly!
and then we're in the 10 at Bathurst, but it sort of gave me an unreal perspective. Like,
Yeah.
I thought,
This'll
how
be easy.
how easy is this?
Yeah.
Mate, it's so hard
And-
when you get your own
yeah.
engineer and you got to tune it yourself and make the most of every situation.
Yeah.
It's
and,
hard,
and week
man.
in week out, it's so hard.
Everything's just got to be put together. All those
How do you
little
find the
percenters.
racing? The racing.
Hard, but I like it.
Do you feel
It's
like you've been knocked around a bit,
Oh,
or
heaps,
yeah?
But I've
'cause-
also gave a few knocks as well.
yeah, because
So a little bit
Kai's
of tit for tat.
Kai was a little bit sort of the same. I think last weekend kind of put him on the map, I
Yeah.
guess you could say. But yeah, it's tough, man. Like it's
No, it's
those old boys
especially
Look at him
Reynolds.
now.
knock you around.
yeah.
Well, I don't mean to crash into people. Rarely do I ever crash into someone.
Nah, you
No,
don't
you-
actually. Nah, you
I
I
try
thought
and
you were
pass
going to be
people.
all right when you were behind me, but
I
I was
didn't, I'm
I was
sorry.
proved wrong.
I proved myself wrong, eh?
Just
So how's
the
it going
feeling
with
of
LeBrock?
regret.
Being
Yeah, he's
teammates
good.
with him? Yeah.
Like
He's a lovely
He's a
guy.
good teammate for me to come into my first year. Obviously, it's been a little bit difficult. He's sometimes probably too chill around
He's
the
very,
garage as
very
well.
He is
relaxed.
very
mate.
relaxed.
Very
Yeah.
relaxed.
Need him to have some
Mongrel.
mongrel in him
Yeah.
to get going, especially
Yeah.
Baz on the radio. I thought he might have got a bit more of that, but he
Is
hasn't.
Baz
yet.
pretty mongrelly on the radio, or?
I think there's been a few F-bombs and
Yeah,
maybe a C-bomb.
I don't think
or so.
I don't think I've ever sworn on the radio. Oh no, I've never
course
been
you have.
sworn to on my radio
Yeah.
by
I
my
have,
Jack.
yes.
Jack.
Is Jack moving back to Melbourne?
Yes, he is.
Oh, yeah,
So
cool.
Wow.
he gets back down here this Friday. So
Poor bloke. What's he
I
doing?
thought he
It's
did a
terrible
he
place.
did a
Terrible
he did a
story.
reno
Yeah, he did a
on
full
his
reno,
on his house
everything.
in Brisbane.
Did he?
Yeah.
Now he's gone.
Yeah, full reno. And he's come back down to this horrible weather. I don't know what he's doing.
I love
to
the weather.
himself.
Do you?
I love
What's
the
wrong
weather.
with you?
Nah, man,
You're Kiwi.
just
freezing,
grew up.
bro.
Just grew up with it. Honestly, It's
You're
not that
Kiwi.
bad,
It's so
man.
bizarre. I don't know how you can get used to it.
Yeah, well, it's okay. Explain to me this then, right? If
This'll be
you're
good.
cold, just put more clothes on. What's the difference? If I'm too hot, I can't take any more clothes off. It's not nice.
The climate control with Matt Payne.
Exactly right. To me, it just feels like common sense.
I kind of understand that, but I'd rather be in warm. Like, imagine waking up in the Gold Coast every day. It's like 20 degrees.
Yeah, but I lived
go
there.
out.
I lived there.
You can ride your bike, go walk on the beach, go for a run. Here, you're just like, I have to get out of bed to turn the heater on to get back into bed and wait for my house to warm up. It's that cold.
Yeah, but
it was 4 degrees the other day. I know, but I'm not going to go out ride my bike at 4 degrees. That's just disgusting.
That's half the issue, though. You try to get up in the morning, go for a run or go for a bike ride, and you can't feel your bloody hands when you walk outside.
It's freezing. It's so cold.
Yeah, but I feel like when you're asking for that warm weather, it's like you're almost being too picky, you know, like, because it sounds like you're like 18, 24 is like, but
that's paradise.
You might as well just go and live in surfers paradise.
I'd love to.
I don't know if you would.
Why? It's a sunny place for shady people.
It is 100% that.
Is that where you were based when you were up there?
Nah, I lived in Hope Island, so I was a bit further up. Yeah, you always used to take the piss out of me for living up there.
I know, it was like a retirement village.
But it was
I went and visited Will Davison there one day, and
it's quiet.
I turn up okay, and like they've got those gated communities, and so I drive in there.
It's called Sunset Village or something.
Whatever it is, I don't know what it's called, but you drive in there, and there's like all those mobility scooters for sale, new ones, second-hand ones.
Oh, those
what kind of place is
golf
this?
carts.
No, they're mobility scooters, not golf carts. Like
there's
proper
a golf cart shop,
old people mobility scooter.
Yeah.
And that's what I thought. Hope Island. That was my first impression of Hope Island. But when you get there, it is a nice place. Like it is a nice community. Everything's like
tranquil.
Pristine. It is tranquil.
But it's a lot busier now, so it would be a lot different when I lived there. It was quiet when I was there, and practically every spare inch of grass that was on the thing has been built into a high rise for young influencers
like yourself.
I'm not an influencer.
Who's been a bigger surprise this year for you guys? Who do you think's been like a big surprise?
We've got to get your report card first, Davey.
I'm hosting this show. You don't. I didn't hear
mid-year report from David Reynolds.
Well, it's actually probably been the worst year I've probably had. I know, it's been shocking.
Dave,
the car's been very difficult to drive and had no results. And
all right, so elaborate on that a little bit. Difficult to drive. The fans kind of want to hear what does that mean?
What's that mean? Well, when you look at the timesheet and you're down the bottom and you're not at the top, that's how difficult it is.
but difficult as in because we spoke about this, today on the phone, and you were saying that you're trying to tune the balance a little bit. Yeah, which is obviously what everyone's trying to do.
Yeah, like we're always chasing understeer and oversteer and whatnot. But then at the end of the day, when you think about the fast cars you've had,
how are you going to find?
You've always got
610s,
You've always got understeer and oversteer. And I'll elaborate on this a bit more. But you've always got understeer and oversteer. You're just going faster, so you just need to make more grip. So regardless
how do you
of the
make
balance,
grip?
Well, exactly. It's down to the engineers to sort of get the tyre working the most. So prime example was at Perth. Like I qualified.
Yeah.
Like nowhere, absolutely nowhere on a Saturday. I was like 6/10 off the pace, and on Saturday night I'm going, far out. How am I going to go 6/10 fast?
There's not 6/10 of balance in the car.
No, exactly. There's only 6 corners.
Yeah,
there's a 10th a corner, which is a lot. It doesn't sound like much, but it's a lifetime in our sport.
Yeah,
and the engineers come up with some beautiful ideas, and we move the setup around and
wizardry.
Hey, yeah, they did some wizardry, magic, did some black art magic, and the next day I come out and I was like 6/10 faster and on the pace. I qualified second.
Top 3, yeah.
And I was on the same time as Brock Feeney, who was like a few hundredths in front of me. And I literally had a similar balance, but I was just going faster.
Yeah, so you had a similar balance.
Yeah, I had a similar balance, but I was just doing
was that
it
a bit
faster.
like you on Sunday at Darwin when you shifted to Jack's philosophy?
No, the balance did change a bit.
It did,
but just like the overall grip, like David was saying, was just like a next level. Like it's.
So you're just like, oh my god, what am I doing?
It's a dream to drive.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? So then, like, if you watch, like, Brock's in-car, which we all do, we all study the fastest bloke, don't you?
You always go to KO and just shift it to the end.
He's having moments and stuff, like little snaps in here, but he's just going faster.
Yeah, that is true.
His car's producing more grip than everyone else's.
You should write a book.
I definitely am not writing a book. One, I'm dyslexic, and 2, I've read like maybe 3 books in my entire life. There's a lot to finish.
There's a lot of philosophizing going on here and understanding.
I'm always up for a theory on anything.
I know you are.
Did we land on the moon? I don't know.
We're not going to get into that
Conspiracy
because
theory.
it's
I
going to take another 10 minutes.
I love a good
conspiracy.
conspiracy, all right? There's nothing
I
better.
know, because half of our sponsorship dinners were just you asking everyone, what do you believe in? That was what you did.
Do you remember any of our chats we had?
I remember lots of them.
Go on.
I
Dispel
remember
some
when
wisdom.
I don't know where we were, and you were sort of, obviously when we have our sponsor dinners, we have, 10 or 12 guys there, and we're all sitting around, and Dave's on one end of the table, and I'm on the other, like he should be, talking to different people. And then all I hear is this, no, the moon landing was fake. And I'm like, I just look over and I'm like, oh my God, he's seriously talking to those people about that.
The best.
And then, the worst one is when you start getting into
Michelle Obama.
And lizard people.
I'm going to need to hear this one off there.
Oh, I could tell it on air, but they'll probably bleep me out.
The lizard people was probably
she
where I
went to
drew
the Gold
line.
Coast for like she got paid to do like a speaking role.
When?
Like a few months ago, didn't she?
Oh, really?
Was it Michelle or Barack?
Oh,
I think it was Barack.
I didn't see it. I'm not into that stuff.
I have no idea, but I've read something about it. The problem is I might read the headline. And
You
then
read
know
the
story.
headline? Like, I seen one on Facebook today with the F1, and it said, driver swap projected for Silverstone Grand Prix. And it was like, oh, this reserve driver's now switching to this reserve driver.
That was
It's
the same
like-
with Austria last week.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like, God. And it's like Unilad or something's posted it, like one of the major Facebook news people. It's like, you just pulling my hair out.
Do you follow F1, both years?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you watch the weekend?
I watched the highlights back. I was
Did you?
asleep for the rest of
Oh,
it. Yeah.
It was tough. I was struggling to make it. I made the start, and then I was like, oh, this is going to be pretty normal. So
Liam had a good race though.
Liam had
Was
a
it mate of yours?
He had a great race.
Yeah, he qualified well and actually raced really well.
He qualified. He found some pace, at the end of the third practice, and he had a bit of an edge over Hadjar, and then carried it through to qualifying, and then I think the team did a one-stop. Did a one-stop during the race, and then very good for him to get some points. It was probably a bit needed.
I love it how you can do a different strategy.
Yeah,
And that's what made the race in Tassie really cool when you won that. It was like just so cool to have some
it's
different
so-
races
it's
going
so
on, and then it
funny
all
how
culminates in the last couple of laps.
You can do such a diverging, like you could be 30 or 25 seconds apart, and then the last lap it's like
there. Yeah.
1 second.
It's cool,
And you
It's
have it
awesome.
out on paper, and you're looking at it, and you're like, oh, that doesn't seem so weird. But until you actually see it,
You're
it's
living
like,
it.
wow. Like,
And he's hunting you down, and you're at the front. It's
oh,
like,
yeah,
holy shit.
I just got to get
What do I
everything out of
do?
this. See
Do I
that
open my
car
doors?
Just getting bigger in my mirror.
Yeah.
Have any of you seen the F1 movie yet? That just came
Nah,
out?
I
No,
haven't
I'm
seen
actually
it.
going tomorrow to
That'll
see
be
it.
cool.
Yeah.
What do you think of it? Have you seen
Have
it?
you
Yeah,
seen
I've
it?
It wasn't
Oh,
too
you saw
bad.
it?
Yeah.
Oh,
It
wow.
wasn't too bad. But,
Thoughts?
Thoughts. Give us
there's a
your
few
thoughts.
things I got to fix.
Like about that,
Like what?
I saw that crash.
Yeah.
That crash was
apparently
a
just
bit.
spirals in the area for about
just goes into
5
the trees.
10 seconds. And
Oh, really?
hits the trees, catches fire.
Yeah.
They're going down the gears, but the sound's going up
Up.
gears.
Oh,
really?
no.
It's just all those
That stuff
little things.
irritates me.
Yeah.
Irritates
A
me.
normal
like-
person probably wouldn't
It's
pick
like
it up,
but it's
us-
just common sense.
Yeah.
It's like just put the right audio with
Yeah.
it. So I find Drive to Survive has
that's the
that
same.
Yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah, it's very Hollywood.
What about the storyline? What's that like?
It wasn't too bad. It was actually pretty good. It's just a few things like how old Sonny is. Imagine someone nowadays, 55 years old, coming
Yeah.
in, come
Dominating.
Dominating. F1.
Hey, don't laugh. I used to get hosed by Jim Richards in Carrera
Yeah.
Cup, and he was 58.
Yeah, but Jim's just the goat.
I know, but he was 58 years old, and I was 21, and thought I was a gun, and he was hosing me week in, week out. And
I
I'm just
actually
like,
think I saw
who's
a
this
video.
dude?
I think I saw a video come up like
And I was
a
talking
couple of
about
weeks
that.
before Darwin or a week before Darwin, and it was I think you guys were racing at Darwin in Carrera Cup. It must have been the old
like in-car.
997s.
Yeah,
or,
yeah. Oh, that come up on my
That-
feed too.
yeah.
Yeah, sick, isn't it?
That was cool.
No balaclava. It was awesome back in the day.
Was that
It's like 20
sequential?
years ago. Yes, it was the
Yeah,
first
yeah.
year sequential.
997s are the goat. I've never driven one. I'd love to.
I drove one at Phillip Island. It was cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You did Carrera Cup when?
19 to 21.
Yeah, and that was like
20 was a
paddle
COVID
shift and
year.
everything. Yeah.
That was
paddle
the
shift.
Gen 2?
No,
Gen 1,
991.2.
Yeah, Gen 5. I don't know.
Yeah, there's too
Whatever
many of
they
them
are.
to keep count now.
Yeah. Oh, so the F1 movie, do you think it's worth going to? if you're an avid fan.
If you're an avid F1 fan, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Oh, man,
I
I
think you have
can
to see
imagine
it.
there would be heaps of people going
Yeah.
to see that. There's heaps of F1 fans now.
Nowadays there is anyway.
It's huge, isn't it?
But
Like, this
even
is
like-
one Netflix
Yeah.
program just like
changed it all.
Yeah, decimated everyone else. and
Even like
what-
just walking along like the shopping centre, you see like
Yeah.
F1 merch, just people walking around and obviously supporting their favourite drivers, and it's just it's crazy. Like you said,
it's
what
crazy,
one
isn't
show
it?
can do.
It's,
Yeah.
But it's cool because you get involved in the
it's-
characters. And
yeah,
you get
it's
to know,
certainly
like,
cool,
Corner and Toto and see what they're all like. But if we were to make a Hollywood supercars show or
I think it
movie,
would just be
who would
funny.
play you, Matt, and who would play you? Cooper?
Hollywood.
Oh.
Oh, man.
I know who would play me. Will Ferrell, 100%.
Yeah, that's true.
I've even got like a split screen of his face and my face, and it's
Pretty
it's
similar, actually.
looking good. I'll try and find it.
Who would play me? Oh man, I'm not sure.
Neither am I don't know.
Don't
That's
know.
a hard
Mate, who would play
question.
you?
Yeah.
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
would it?
Oh,
Come
no, I
on.
just like I like the Bourne movies.
Oh, okay.
I try
I
and
talk about Rain Man
Rain Man.
when he was like a genius, and
Yeah.
I got no serves in here. It's a bunker. Who would play you?
I don't know, I'll say one of the Hemsworth brothers.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Liam, not Chris.
No, I'll go Liam, yeah.
Yeah.
What's it? There's three of them, isn't there?
Is there a third? I only know Liam and Chris.
I don't know. Chad
Yeah.
might know.
I got no idea. Yeah.
Oh, so okay. Matt's mailbag time. Got some questions for us, Matty?
I'll read them out. I can read them out if
Do
you
you want
want.
to read? You can both read some out if you want.
All right, you go first, Keeper.
All right.
Pick good ones.
Let's go. Who's winning Origin 3 this weekend? Is Davey a blue
supporter.
Blues boy?
Well, I'm New South Welshman, born in Albury,
New
not
South
Wodonga.
Welshman.
So yeah, Blues all the way.
I don't watch that stuff, so I don't know. If
You
they
don't
know.
watch.
Nah.
You don't watch State of Origin.
Do you watch
I'm
AFL?
AFL, yeah.
Okay,
So who do you
Yeah.
go for in the footy?
Next question. No,
Must be Melbourne.
Carlton.
Oh, Carlton. That was my next
Carlton.
Yeah.
Carlton. I
Yeah,
think I
Blues
watched.
boy.
I think I watched a Carlton game the other day. Aren't they the team that
we
hasn't
go.
This is a New Zealander talking about
that
AFL.
hasn't won like this season?
No, we have one.
They have
yeah,
one.
Yeah.
But didn't they
yeah.
win for eight? Like they didn't win for ages, or
No, we've had a couple wins this year, but compared to like last year, we're all
because they
full
were
of
quite
hope and-
strong last year. No?
Yeah,
yeah,
we were until we fell apart.
Carlton's had like,
Yeah,
correct me if I'm wrong, do you know much about the sport?
Yeah.
They've had like 10 different coaches
Yeah,
in
the
10
coach
years.
and boss is probably going to get sacked.
and
soon.
they've had
I
like,
heard
the same
about that,
results.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
is it the coach or the players?
I actually went.
Or is it the
You
culture?
can't keep blaming the coach.
I actually went to my first footy game, like
Did you?
just before Perth. Or
Who'd you watch?
I watched Collingwood versus. Oh my
Isn't it?
God, someone else.
What colours?
No, they were yellow.
They were
Richmond.
Richmond.
I think that was.
Hawthorn.
Yeah,
Hawthorn or
I think
Richmond?
it was Hawthorn.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
that would have been a good game.
They were yellow.
Yeah, it
Oh,
was,
man.
man.
They
It
were
was really
yellow.
cool.
Did you watch it at the G?
Yeah,
That would've
we
been even better.
watched. We sat right up the top,
Yeah.
and there was like 85,000 or something
Yeah.
there. That was cool.
The
man.
atmosphere is unreal at
Yeah.
the footy when you get a big.
I've actually decided who I'm going for in the footy.
Who's that?
Who?
Geelong.
The Warriors.
Geelong, yeah, okay.
Why
Because
Geelong?
they're sponsored by Ford. That's pretty cool.
Their
actually.
rich history is Ford.
The Ford sponsorship, the way it's the longest sporting sponsorship in the whole world. 100 years.
Is it really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know why that is?
Because Ford's 100 years old.
No, because the Ford factory was in Geelong.
It was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for correcting me on that one.
No worries, mate.
All right. All right. Let's.
You
I got
go.
a question I want to ask you, Dave.
Okay.
What's your weirdest fan interaction you've ever
My
had?
weirdest fan interaction? Well,
Don't hold back.
it actually happened in Taupo this year.
No way.
I've had a few, but this
Oh,
one takes
no.
the cake. So this lovely girl come up to me and said, "Can you draw me a picture?" I'm like, "Yeah, what of?" She goes, "Just any picture." I'm like, "Why?" She goes, "I'm gonna get a tattoo of it." I'm like,
Oh.
"Okay." So
No.
I drew this like stupid looking figurine with roller skates and a beanie, and it was just so stupid. And
And how long did it take you to draw? Like 2 minutes?
Oh, like 3 seconds. I just went.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she took it away, and then she Instagrammed me a message of it tattooed on her foot, like a week later.
Serious?
No.
Yeah, it was so weird.
That's crazy.
It was awesome though, like great commitment, but just
Was she just
Yeah.
a massive fan or just
I think so. Yeah,
like a
I've
screw
seen her
loose, or-
around. No, I've seen her around. She's a nice, very
Oh,
nice.
so she comes to some other
Yeah,
races.
she's
Oh,
alright.
right.
She's good
Okay.
fun. I just didn't expect that to happen.
That's
Like,
a lot of
big
commitment. That's cool though.
That's more than a marriage.
Have you seen
A
the guy
tattoo.
that's got a Lounsey tattoo on the side of his arm?
Nah, I
He's got
haven't seen
Lounsey on one side and Brocky on the other.
Oh,
really?
that's
Yeah.
just grouse.
What about you guys? Have you had any funny interactions?
Actually, like I had to sign a couple of shoes up in Darwin, and
Yeah,
they were
Crocs.
just filthy.
Yeah.
I've had to sign a cat.
A cat?
I've
No
signed a
way.
cat, yeah.
A cat.
What,
Yeah.
its collar or the actual?
On its like body, its fur.
Was it like
It was a
hairy
short head.
hairs
It was a
or-
short
okay,
head
yeah.
cat, so you could see
I
it,
was
but
gonna
that
say,
was
that.
kind of funny. Yeah,
That's
people
weird,
people
man.
are hilarious, and that's
That's
what
weird.
makes our sport so special. I
It
think.
is though.
It's fun.
It certainly is the backbone of the sport. I got a pretty funny one. I got one that I'm interested to hear is what. Hang on. What's the most annoying thing a teammate has done? So obviously for you it's
Oh,
Jack.
man.
Jack,
He hasn't.
He's
I feel like he
annoying.
wouldn't really be annoying
Nah.
at all. Nah.
no, he's been pretty chill.
Damn. Jack's too nice.
Yeah.
Jack's too normal.
Damn. What about you?
Oh, I'm trying to think.
You've had a few
I've had
teammates
a
over the
lot of
years.
You've had a
teammates,
lot of
yeah.
this.
And everyone's been so intricate in their own
Yeah,
uniqueness.
yeah.
Like you're very unique, Matt. Very unique.
Yeah.
I'd say
Yeah.
you're almost like a 7-year-old man stuck in a 22-year-old's body.
7-year-old man.
70.
70.
Oh, 70-year-old
70,
man.
like cowabunga dudes. The way you sit and the way you are, like you're very set in your ways. Quite funny. But you never did
The way
anything,
I
you never
sit.
did anything annoying. Like just how you,
No, I
you
don't-
sat there and you just look like a 7-year-old man.
A 70.
70.
That makes me feel
I'm trying
old.
to think. What's
Nah,
some
I don't.
annoying things?
I don't think.
You never did anything
Nah, I didn't
annoying.
do anything silly.
Um,
I was just trying to survive at that point.
Will Davison, I was teammates with him at HRT, or and he was always late, and that tends to
Wilbur.
Wilbur, yeah, whose time management skills was not the best.
Really? I thought he would have been
Punctual, no.
He can get stuck talking to
Yeah.
for a long time. Love his
Who else?
stories to bits. And he's a-
Andre Heimgartner always had like all these potions laid out.
no, yes.
You remember this?
I
You were
remember.
there.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
he
remember.
had all this stuff like just before he'd race, he'd have all these.
What, that he drinks? Or
Yeah,
like,
he had this like oxygen bong and all this weird shit.
Dude,
Remember the
I
oxygen
remember.
bong?
Remember
Yeah.
when Leroy was taking the piss out of that and was doing it.
He had some some quirks. Who else?
Lee was bloody funny.
Yeah, he's
He
cool.
was-
as.
he was
Yeah,
a
he's my
cool bloke.
enduro driver this year. So I
Oh,
can't
that'll
wait.
be so
Yeah, I can't
funny.
wait.
Oh,
Who else has been fun?
He's
Man,
cool.
I've had so many teammates.
Anton done anything quirky?
Nah, not really. He's pretty.
Anton will be pretty reserved.
Yeah, he's pretty standard. Like,
Mm.
yeah, he doesn't sort of do much.
He just races and
He does. Yeah, Anton does his best work
Anton's
after hours.
actually like Anton's actually a really good squash player.
Is he?
Like he plays
That's the type of game.
can move.
he plays like a B grade squash, which
Really?
is like
Really?
proper good. Yeah, if anyone
And what grade do
anyone
you
didn't
play?
know, I don't play grade.
F grade?
Never played
F.
a grade. Yeah, we used to play like pretty much every day at
Really?
Gold Coast, like because we both lived like 10 minutes from the squash
Yeah.
courts, and
And
we
you had
kind of knew the
nothing to do
guy.
all day.
Yeah, literally, we kind of knew the guy, and then it was like, oh, you want
I'm
to
trying to
play
think.
squash?
What's other teammates of? I'm trying to think. What's some good ones?
You know what? Probably my favorite memory of you is
Yeah, Frosty was good. Go tell me.
like
and then I'll.
this is something I watched. Like it wasn't when we were teammates. Was when your boot melted at Sydney. Remember that, and you had to replace it.
Yeah, that's right.
Mid race.
Guys, this is amazing. The temperature is so hot today. Something has happened in the cabin of David Reynolds' car. His shoe has melted. They are standing by with a replacement boot for David Reynolds, which in this stop they will attempt to fit.
It
And
was
it
so
just
hot
melted,
that year.
yeah.
It was like 40 degrees, so it's like 65 in the car. It was just stinking
That
hot.
is
And my boots
so
were like
hot.
a little bit older, because I hate
You had
having new
Pumas,
boots. Yeah, Puma boots, and they were really soft and malleable. And
nice boot.
Yeah, beautiful boot.
Beautiful.
Anyway, over the course of the weekend, they just got hotter and hotter, so the glue started to come apart more and more. And in the last race, the sole was like
you
out here.
literally see the sole like
it was
flapping
like
off.
terrible. So I literally had to explain to my team, hey, my boot's stuffed. I was going to say something else then. I have to come in and get a new boot. So they sort of like come in, and I sat in the car, and they changed my shoe and like taped it on. It was really weird how they sort of just managed to tape on a boot to my leg. And then they sent me back out again, and I went racing.
This is a very slow boot change.
Oh, there she is. Oh, she's ordinary.
No way.
I think we were coming nowhere anyway, so it didn't really matter. But it was super dangerous because like I was like grabbing the throttle.
I was going to say
and the
that's
brake
tough,
at the same time.
and then your foot would get caught behind.
It was so bad.
And,
I was going to shunt, so it was probably a safety thing they did that.
Yeah.
Have
you got a question?
Another question here.
No, don't wear old boots.
Old boots? No, never.
Oscar or Lando this year?
Oh, no, definitely Oscar.
Oscar's. Even though Lando sometimes probably has a bit more pace than him.
I really liked Lando when he first came into McLaren. I was a fan.
Now.
I still like him now, but I like Oscar better.
More.
Oscar's just got that blue steel, you know.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool.
That AI no emotion, zero emotion, just takes everything as a robot
he
would,
just does
like
it.
Elon Musk robot.
The only person that would ever mention Elon Musk on a pod is you.
Cool.
Do you know my theory with Elon Musk?
Let's hear it.
Unless it takes more than 5 minutes.
No, it'll be really quick. I just see him as like an alien, and he's trying to build like a spaceship to get home, and that's why he's trying to get to Mars, because he wants to get home.
SpaceX, and he's trying to get
that's
Mars.
Why? That's where he's trying to get to next. But then he's trying to get home eventually. That's because he's a. Have you ever seen him talk? And
he's a bit of a quirky guy.
He's just it's an odd dude. So he's got to be a shape-shifting lizard. No, not really.
I got another question. Who do you think has the best nickname in the field?
The best nickname?
Do you have a nickname?
Oh, I've got many. None that are probably.
Do you have? I've seen you've got Muzz on your.
Yeah, because I don't have a nickname.
So they gave you
one.
So
they just kind of made one.
Yeah.
Sorry, who's got a nickname?
A few people call me Calamari.
Calamari,
yeah. That's a funny name.
Calamari. That's
Who
quite
else?
good, actually. What's Jack got on his?
Just JLB.
Oh, JLB.
Sounds like a sandwich.
J-
Give me a JLB.
So
Do they still call you Clifford the dog?
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah. Why
I
is it
feel like
Clifford?
that's pretty funny. Like that whole thing.
Why do they call you Clifford?
They call me Clifford because have you seen like
The big
Clifford,
red
the
dog?
big red dog?
Yeah,
obviously when you're very young, and that's who they think I remind them of is Clifford because
you don't say.
he's just a large, not large, just big, clumsy, funny,
slow character.
slow, dumb. Nah. Yeah, that's
Man's best friend.
I don't know where they got that from.
That's where they were going at.
Yeah, I feel like a little bit. Who else has got some funny nicknames?
I don't know. I'm trying to think of. There's the Swill, Will Brown.
The Swill. What about
The Swill.
What about
I love the
what
Swill.
about after a few drinks?
Well, that's why they call him the Swill.
The Swill. Piano Man.
So Piano Man.
Yeah.
Will Davison had
Stevie
Hank, his
Wonder.
alter ego. So when he used to go out was Hank.
Oh yeah.
So have you ever seen Me, Myself and Irene?
No.
You know the movie? One of the best movies you'll ever watch in your life. Jim Carrey. It's funny. So his alter ego in Me, Myself and Irene was Hank, and Will was pretty much that fella.
I'm not through with you, Buster. I'm not through with you!
So
I've
funny.
heard it before actually. I've heard of someone else being called Hank as well.
Oh, really?
Because of that, I think. Yeah.
What's another good nickname? I need to have all their names and then I can sort of rate them.
Obviously, Ryan Wood's got Woody.
Woody.
That's
pretty standard.
normal. Yeah.
My son calls Brody Pistecki. Can't say Kostecki, so he says Pistecki. Did Pistecki crash into you again?
Brody's got a good nickname though. Bush.
Bush,
How he
yeah.
got that? Yeah.
How did he get that?
Wasn't it Norwell? He lost brakes and he had to jump out the car and rolled into a bush.
No.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's how it happened.
Actually, I think I've heard that once before. Actually.
Yeah.
And wasn't it like an 86 or something?
Yeah, 86.
Oh man.
So they do call Anton Stanley, but you have to sort of hear his explanation for it.
Yeah,
It's probably
yeah.
a little bit R-rated.
Yeah, I've heard that as well.
So moving on to Townsville, fellas.
Yeah.
We've got another awesome event coming up. It's a bit different this year. We don't have the two 250k races. We've got 3 races. We've got a race on Saturday. Sorry, race on Friday. So we've got a Friday afternoon race. So Friday's going to be a super busy weekend. So what are your thoughts on that?
Oh, man, Friday. I actually quite liked Sydney had a race on Friday.
Yeah,
it's a long weekend.
It's a long weekend.
It's a long weekend. Like when you.
I don't like the pressure straight on Friday. So
because
I
you
turn up for practice and then relax.
When you race, you just get locked in, and then it's like, oh, I'm locked in for 3 days.
I'm locked in. Like a bomb could go off in Melbourne, you won't even know because you're just like heavily focused. Yeah, you're
on a
locked
Friday.
in. Just, you know what I mean? You just focus on
That's
your
a
job.
weird
You're not thinking about it.
explanation,
But
but
it's true, isn't it? You have no idea or concept of what goes on outside your own little world, like Friday to Sunday. Hey, and then once the
and then you catch up on everything.
It's like, oh, that actually happened.
Yeah, you catch up on everything. Yeah. No, I think it's going to be good though. Good for the fans. Obviously, more racing is what everyone's wanted. To be fair, I really did like the double 250k. I thought they were pretty iconic events.
Yeah, they were.
I like how long they were.
We've had both before. We've had the 400. We've done the 500. And last year you won it, didn't you?
Yeah.
Just
Won it on
pure
Sunday.
strategy.
Fast car.
Fast car. Obviously 3-stop strategy when everyone else 2-stopped.
Yeah.
And
I think Mossett did the 3 stops as well.
Did he? But didn't he?
Yeah, but he didn't.
You just had pace.
We just had pace. But I do like how the 250Ks present the diversity in the strategy. And because
that's what I like.
Because Townsville has the dig it has, you know, you can kind of create something of it. I don't know.
It's a really deggy track, isn't it?
How long is the race on Sunday?
200k races.
Yeah.
Saturday,
Okay, so
Sunday.
it's still going to be
it's-
70 laps, maybe 70,
Well,
just
hell,
over.
Probably.
Something like that.
Something like that.
Something
Yeah,
like that.
69 laps.
Chad doesn't even know.
We'll just round it up to 69 because that's a nice number.
Right.
Just Friday, I think it's a 120k race.
That's one pit stop.
yeah.
So
Is it 100?
I thought it
I
was
thought
Bull
100.
riding on Friday. Sorry?
I thought it was 100k's.
It's 100 or 120? I don't know.
Townsville
shows how much we know.
Townsville
shows how-
500 and each,
So hang on, 200, 200.
and then
It's the
500.
round down event. They round down from 520.
Yeah, 100
I'm
on
just being
Friday and then
stupid.
200k each day.
It took me
So
a
that
while
makes
to work
more
that out,
sense.
actually.
Oh, Matthew.
Oh,
you're
I was trying to
hilarious.
put that together, and I'm like,
You're
200,
hilarious.
200, is that what?
Did you finish school?
Nah, not really. Hasn't been a problem though. That's what you said.
No, it's not. I always got a theory. The dumber you are, the faster you go.
That's what
And
you-
prove me right every week, Matthew.
How many times did you say that? 2 years ago?
Every weekend I said that. Hey,
I reckon sometimes if you were like struggling a bit on the weekend, you'd just be like, all right, I'm just going to be dumber for the next day.
100%.
And then you go get
Yeah.
it.
You need a really smart engineer and a really dumb driver.
Exactly
That's the
right.
best combination.
That's probably where it's made up. Yeah. Who's your engineer?
Wayne Mackey.
Oh,
was-
Wayne Mackey. Yeah.
Was he around at
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Funny dude. Very
He is.
funny dude.
Is he good on the radio?
He's hard to understand though.
He's
pom.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, right.
He's got some interesting theories on life.
Yeah, very.
Old Wayno, he's awesome. What else going on in Townsville? There's bull riding.
I saw this bull riding. So, like,
Do we have
That's
to
gonna be
attend?
cool.
Is that
Is it at the
what-
track?
Is it?
or-
Is it in
Are
the
we on the
stadium?
bull?
I thought it was in the Cowboys stadium
Is
up
it?
there.
Yeah.
Are we on the bull or what's going on?
I'm definitely
Are you
not
holding
getting on
red
the
flag?
ball. I'm definitely
Yeah.
not getting on the ball.
Let's get Matt on it Thursday
No
night.
way.
Rule him out for the rest of the weekend.
There's Summer Nats burnout comp. There's motor
Is
X
there?
exhibit, yep,
That'd be
exhibits. Street machine displays. There's army tanks displays. There's
Yeah,
heaps going on.
always
So
army tanks. I wouldn't mind holding
a
one
lot
of
to
those
look for.
eagles.
The eagles.
Yeah, they're
I've
pretty
done
cool.
that.
Yeah.
Have you?
Scary as. Yeah, they're the
Yeah.
most scariest looking bird.
They
They
come
could just
in
eat
like-
your face at any time. Ugh. I'm actually petrified of birds.
Really?
Yeah,
They're not that
especially
bad.
magpies. Magpies are just the
Yeah.
worst
Around
creatures on
September
planet
time
Earth.
here.
Yes,
Yeah.
you know my
Yeah.
pain.
Yeah, they're
It's the
horrible.
worst.
When you're riding.
Yep, the
Yeah.
absolute worst.
Yeah.
The scariest thing is to get hunted down by a magpie, clipping
Yeah.
the back of your skull for like.
There used to be a few of those in Hope Island.
Mate, was there really? They were just the locals,
yeah,
though.
they were.
Mate, honestly, I've been chased that many times, and I love riding my
have
bike.
the-
But
do
in
you have
in
the
spring,
cable
I'm done.
ties on you?
No, I've never tried that. Have you tried that?
No, I haven't.
No, I don't want to look
Surely,
that weird, so I just don't
surely
ride
that
my bike.
doesn't do
You
anything.
can't do it.
Well, I don't
surely.
know.
I've still seen people get swooped with cable ties on their head.
So the magpie is also the dumbest creature in my eyes because think about it. They're doing it to protect their their nest.
Yeah,
but
yep.
if they didn't swoop me, I wouldn't know that they had any nest
That's
to protect.
true. Yeah. So they're giving up their spot.
They're
Giving up their location.
we're getting off topic badly.
How did you go at Townsville last year?
Townsville, not very good. No, we struggled quite badly. I think we were okay in practice, and then we struggled badly.
It's
after
one of
that.
those tracks,
It's
where you
like
kind
the
of
last sector's really hard to get your car like drilled in. Otherwise, like it's just it's high deg. It's a hard track to sort of race at. Like you can qualify well there, but if you suck in the race, you'll just get spat out
I feel
the
like
back. So
qualifying's over here, and then racing is over here. Like that's the car somewhere in that window.
Yeah.
It's quite hard.
Did you win a Carrera Cup race?
Yeah, I won 4 races.
No,
there.
that's right.
Actually,
Remember, we
you as
raced.
well.
Yeah,
Did
we
you?
raced.
You two
in,
raced each other?
We did,
21.
Yeah.
No
Yeah,
way.
21.
And I remember I stalled on the start.
Yeah.
Did you?
I stalled on the first race, and
That
then
was like that,
and then that
happened a lot
guy,
at the start of your
like
career.
came next to me like this close, and I thought, oh my god.
Payne's gone nowhere, and this is going to be a heartbreaking, scary moment as Ange Maziri's just misses him.
I was off the second
I
row
was gonna-
seeing that.
Yeah, I thought I was going to die. That was funny.
Have you got any good memories of Townsville besides that one? Besides winning?
Honestly, I really like the track. I think
is
the
a cool
track's
track.
awesome.
Yeah.
Like it's probably one of the best we have on the calendar. The racing, like I watched back the Saturday race from last year when it started raining,
Yeah.
and
It rarely ever rains there.
it really ever
Really
rains, and
ever
it
rains.
rained like just for like 2 laps. But I think it presents great racing. You've got turn 2, it's wide. You can just send it down the inside. You get the crossover, and then the last sector you can pass. Like it's just cool.
I just
think it's great.
hate lap 1 when you're in the pack. For that
Oh,
turn
and then
two.
you're on
It's
the
just
inside, and
worst.
you're like, oh,
No, it's
mate.
just like everyone checks up, and there's always like
There's always
no
that
fail. Your
one
cars
that
always
just
get
sort of
stuck,
rear locks in,
and then just drills everyone. And
Yeah.
sends
Flow-on
it- it's the
effect.
worst. It's the absolute worst.
Didn't you have an altercation with Scott McLaughlin there?
Yeah.
I remember
did.
Was that
that.
2019?
I
or
remember
18?
that.
2019, yeah. I think he started pole, and I was.
Didn't he move
was
over
second.
on you?
I think he was pole or second. I was 4th, and it was like a wet start. We're on
Yeah,
slick
that's
tyres,
right.
and so we cruised down to turn 2, and he broke like super early. So I like lunged him, and he saw me.
I remember, and
he
then
saw,
you went, you
he
sort of
I
jumped
lunged him, and he saw me like lunging him. He's on the brake, so then he just tried to cover his like mistake
As you were going
and then
in.
like crashed into me and
Broke
tried
your
to blame me
steering.
for it. Yeah,
Did
And
you,
his car
you
was
had a
stuffed.
word with him, eh?
There was a bit of beef.
Well, I
after
think
the
he'd
race.
come down for words, and yeah.
Did he come down for words?
Yeah,
I remember seeing that.
I thought
Yeah.
you would have gone up for words.
Why? What does it achieve?
Because he ruined your
done.
race.
Yeah, I know, but like he knows that, but he tried to blame me for that, for his mistake.
Dave was just a desperado, so he can say what he wants.
We're just here racing. If I don't go for the spot, we're not racing. We're just following each other around. So it's just one of those things. Everyone, when you're racing, you're not at fault, hey? Except when I crash into Cooper here.
Yeah, but you admitted that in the first 5 minutes of
Well,
this.
I know, because when you've done something wrong.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
But when doesn't matter.
You've had a few altercations in the past.
Have I?
What's been your biggest altercation?
My biggest
Yeah.
altercation. I tried to go and confront Van Gisbergen at Phillip Island one
Yeah.
day,
Oh, yeah.
and there was about 6 of his mechanics between me and him in the truck.
What's that all about? What's that all about? Hey? What happened at turn 1? Did I? Didn't even know. I didn't even know, bro. You're dead to me, bro.
Expecting anything from Shane on that one,
What do you mean?
as far as an apology?
Oh, he's dead to me, bro.
He's dead to me. You're dead
That
to
was
me.
like one of the best lines ever. I miss Murph. He's a legend.
He is a legend.
But
I saw him last
think-
week, actually.
When you're like all red mist up, you kind of forget who's talking to you. But
Oh,
yeah.
but no, we got that
I went-
talking to this year.
What? What do you
No
mean?
swearing in the interviews.
No swearing.
Remember? It's
that's
Start was briefing. Start of
Oh
the year.
yeah. Did I swear? Have I sworn?
No, I don't
I
think
think
so.
so.
Oh, actually, you have in this.
Have I?
Yeah. I think I said one too.
I don't think the FIA listen to
No.
us or
It's
care.
Robert's
so-
it'll be
only
fine.
podcast.
It's an FIA thing. I think it's directed
Yeah.
at the Formula One people, not so much us.
Yeah, but you didn't swear in that when you were talking about Shane, though. I don't
I don't
you
think
did.
so. No, I always try and not swear because the
Nah,
the
yeah.
main reason is because my mum will be disappointed. That's all I think about is when I'm on TV.
Yeah,
don't
that's true.
disappoint your mother. And yeah, that's probably a good time to wrap it up. Well, thanks, boys. Thanks for being part of it. Good to know you, Cooper. Thanks for joining us. Hope you can do it again.
Guys.
See you later.
Yeah.
What do you got on for the rest of the day? This is always
What have I got on for the rest of the day? Just going back on my sim.
Honestly?
Yeah.
How about you?
Go home, go to the gym.
Yeah.
That'll be about it.
That sounds pretty healthy.
Yeah.
Nice. I'm going to go buy 5 kilos of steak on the way home, and then I'm going home.
Oh, man.
See you, boys. Cheers.
That doesn't surprise me. See ya.